Welcome to today's playbook breakdown. We're going over the Sam Houston State Bearkats. Don't let the name deter you. Smaller name of school, very good playbook, like a lot of playbooks here in NCAA 26. What we're going to do is we're going to break down the best plays and formations from this playbook so you guys can go and use this, add this into your custom playbooks, start moving the ball, score more points, and win more games. So let's jump into the video. Our first formation we're going to jump into in the Sam Houston Playbook, trips tight end. And we always talk about the run plays first. You have an inside zone, a counter, then you have an alert bubble, a read option. So few simple runs, nothing crazy, but very basic. But the pass plays, you have double in sail, you have curl flat and drive post. Curl flat and drive post are the two best plays in trips tight end. Not a lot of playbooks have both of these plays. China post is extremely good as well. And then, of course, you have your PA plays that you can complement. But not a lot to go over on the run plays here, aside from, again, your basic stuff with your counter, your inside zone. But let's get into the pass plays here. Drive post, again, the best play. You don't need to make any adjustments. The only thing I like doing is I like just putting my running back in the flat so I can threaten the flats here to the side. So we're just watching them play. Here they actually do a good job of guarding it. And if they do, you're just going to have this drag and this speed in kind of running behind it between Y and X. So again, we'll just run this again. Now it's clearly a man look. We're going to have A and or RB depending on the separation. Easy play. Man or man blitz alignments are very easy to. So again, here, so now we're going to go do this one more time. Just look at this particular read. Again, we're going to read these drag and the speed in from X underneath. If you see that they play underneath coverage, B is going to get wide open here. It's going to be something in this little gap here. Is we got a terrible pass lead to the. But again, we're going to take a look at this here again. Just watch the middle of the field here. And you see that post is absolutely going to cook, man. We have 67 offense, Sam Houston against 81 Illinois here on Heisman. And here's my other setup that I like doing. Again, keep the running back on the table. I'm just going to streak A. And what this is going to do is now if we get time in the pocket, we are going to allow a deep strike from B against zone coverage here. See if we can get a look. He's going to be right here in this gap, you see. And that's all made possible because of these streaking tight end. So, again, super simple reads. We're always going to look down to our drags first. See if that's there. If not, we can hit one of these backside in or the backside drag. So, one final time here. Again, they here. This time, X really actually wins, and Y was the one that got kind of hung up. But you see, very consistent routes. They're going to beat man. They're going to beat zone. Just be patient. Just make your reads. Watch what the defense is trying to take away, and we'll go from there. So the next play we're going to take a look at here is curl flat. Now, the only thing I really like doing on curl flat consistently is putting X here on a comeback. And what you're going to do is we're just going to read this stock, and then I'll show you our next setup. But again, all we're doing is reading this left side of the field here. Do they take away the flats? That slot corner drops back. Easy throw to the slot. But here, again, now we're going to look. Here is the man look that we're talking about. Or if they play zone and they play underneath, take away the flats. Comeback is just going to be there all day. So now we move on to these other routes between B, A, and RB. So really what this is going to do is B and RB are going to complement each other. If the user tries to stay vertical and take away one of the two post and corner out, the underneath running back will be open. If they try to crash down on the running back, then you have the post open. So again, we're just going to kind of read here. You see right away they drop back, and of course we hit a lineman in the head. But we'll look at this again. There's a better read, better throw. Again, 8 to 10 yards. We're just trying to get these guys to come down. And then there's other times here where if you see the middle linebackers kind of like crash down, you can actually snap throw this in the seam here to B for a nice little quick throw. And then A, if you really want A to get open, I like re-corner routing him as it's a sharper cutting corner. Again, it will just beat man. Something like this here, come back, user catch, and hopefully he just doesn't drop the ball. But very, very simple play here. Again, just take what they're going to give you. You have flat comeback on the left. Then you have your post Texas right here on the bottom. Now, the one other thing I do like to do is I like to drag a, and we're still going to put X on the comeback. Now, what this is going to do is this is one of the best route combinations out of trips tight end. This drag Texas route combo between the tight end and here, and you see just right away, he's going to get open. The user is going to have to take away one of those two. And the good thing is you still have the flat combo come back here. So even though X is open there, I'm sorry, X is who we just threw to. Even though we have the tight end open there and then the halfback is going to win, you see is we still have this comeback flat route combo on the other side. And then, of course, you still have the post. So it's just all about reading what they're doing here. Again, snap, throw down the seams. You have 5 routes that are going to threaten the entire time, right? So if it's man, comeback's going to win, post is going to win, drag, Texas route will win. If they try to run zone, comeback or the flat's going to be open. And then B, the post is going to be open later on in the play or on a snap throw. And then the RB and the drag are just going to find their way opening at zones just at different times. So these two plays are just two of the best plays in this formation. And again, not a lot of playbooks have these, so you really want to use those. Our other one here is China wide post, but double in sale. And what I really like to do with this is I actually just like streaking Y. And what you're going to do is you're going to have this corner route from B. Again, against certain zones, he will also beat man as well. But I really like this in route from X here, as we're going to see. He just gets nice underneath the zone. And the reason why is because this slot, Y and B, are both running vertical stretching routes, which means they're going to be open. They're going to take that defensive people back, and the in route is going to come underneath late. So again, watch it again. Again, they kind of run a zone blitz. But again, even though that's that middle linebacker's responsibility, is the two inside routes are going vertical. So it's just going to put them in a bind here. Again, now it's man. Again, that's going to be tough for a backed off corner to do. Pressed corner, yeah, he'll defend it a lot better. So once we have gotten that, now we divert our attention to the right. And you're going to have corner or a flat. So we're just going to read what they're going to take away. They don't take away the flats right away. Easy, simple play. That's going to really be working. This is going to be your zone beating side for sure. Again, we watch here. Again, they don't play down right away. Throw it to the flats. Again, we're getting 7-8 yards. We're catching it at about 3 yards before we're even touched. Again, same thing. I can't make the defense play down underneath. But if they do, especially like a cover 2 look, that corner route is going to get open to the sideline. So you see why double in sale is extremely good play. And then the last one is China Y post. What we like so much about China Y post, we're going to do something similar here. Same read, Y on the streak. X is going to be on this in route, but we really like the A route on this angled post. So we're just going to take a look here, watch how they play it. They kind of give us the underneath, so we take that. We also actually have the running back here. See if we can get one quick look here at this angled post. We'll just show you here, especially against man. Again, slow, unathletic Sam Houston tight end, but he's just able to get that leverage because of the angled route. Now, this should be man here. We can get one more look and just see how he gets this inside leverage, and then he just breaks inside. So imagine if you have a faster, good route running tight end, that is just going to be wide open. Of course, we talked about if you get man, B will be there. And then, of course, you'll have X on the underneath, and then you have your running back as a check down. So, again, trips tight end, extremely potent, one of the best formations in the game for a couple years now, but definitely here Sam Houston probably has the best version of trips tight end in the game. Real quick, guys, if you guys are enjoying this kind of content, do me a favor. Sub to the channel so you guys don't miss an upload. Like the video. Comment on what you guys want to see me break down next. Also, in the description, consider checking out. We have a free Discord community that you guys can join in on weekly calls. The Patreon is free. I also have tiers there where we also have exclusive content that I don't just release here on YouTube with some of those popular ebooks, best setups, and schemes to help you guys win more games. Next formation, going to be this spread offset, and right away run plays. We have a 1 trap, we have a draw, read option, zone speed option, inside zone, and then you have this RPO read bubble. This is probably my favorite play in the formation. This used to be extremely good in Madden 2. But you see here, it's all about diagnosing these, where these P icons and R icons are. As you see, we're able to get a nice bubble here. This looks like it's just going to be man. And if they play a man, of course, in a 3-2-6 type thing, you're going to be able to run the ball a lot better. Better defensive lines with 4-man fronts against Sam Houston's lowly offense. You're going to be able to do stuff. But now we got the bubble to the left side. Again, just kind of just reading, seeing who's going to crash in, where are they going. Now you got this, and it's just following your blocks. But yeah, this RPO read bubble is my favorite RPO read bubble in the game because it gives you the option of a bubble on both sides. So let's say make sure we're adding that in there here to complement. Next, we're going to take a look at smash corners. Smash corners, I really like this sharp cutting corner route from Y. The one thing I like to do is I like putting X here on this drag route. And the drag is going to complement the Texas route. Just going to watch how it plays. Here, again, this is that sharp cutting corner. Really good. If you have the cutter ability on your receivers, this is going to be extremely good. Getting a cover zero type pressure here. Again, take one more look at it. And you see this time he creates a lot of separation. We get a green throw this time. But the other thing you can do here is on top of dragging X, if you want to just leave that stock, you can drag A and create that same drag Texas route combo that we talked about from trips tight end. And in doing that, you see we kind of have some lead blockers here. If we're able to hit that drag, run this again here. But now you have the Texas route. So again, it's just a simple little drag Texas route combo that is very useful to use. You can use it in the smash corners. The one other thing I do like doing, again, one extra twist, is just putting B here on and out. And all I'm going to do is read this right side of the field here. Are they going to play the sidelines? If they don't, I'm going to hit B on this quick out. If they do, I can probably seam streak throw this to A here. And there it is. Nice little easy throw there. Take one more look at it here. And again, they're just going to keep giving us this out route here. But that's just something to make them, threaten them on that sideline. So it's not just, we have things spread out here. But we had something like this. Now it's all of a sudden we got this drag coming across underneath. And now we're threatening from the X or the A on their drag. You still have the Texas route. Now you're adding the out route, and you still have your stemmed, your sharp cutting corner here from Y. So smash corners is extremely good play here out of spread offset. One other thing that we could start throwing in is we can do curl flats. And again, curl flats, kind of similar to how trips tight end on their curl flat. What you can do, you can put either guy here on a comeback route, X and B. If you want to put them both on comeback routes, you absolutely can. Just read the defense here. Are they going to take away the flats? They kind of do. They leave the middle open here. So we're able to just throw this very quickly. We're going to read them here. They leave the flats open this time to our A route. And a poor angle by the corner allows us to get a field for a touchdown. But see if we can get one look here where they actually don't play that. There we go. Comeback route, top of the route. Threw that a little too early. Let's try that one more time. Again, doesn't matter that it's man. Come back. There we go. That's the route we're. And if you want to run to the other side, again, it's just one adjustment. One adjustment here. We're going to read what they're doing. They take away the comeback route. Cool. We'll throw it up the field for 6-7. But here's the other thing, right? You want to do this, come back, and then now what do we have? We have the drag route. Same thing we did before. So now you got the drag coming across, easy play. So this very easy drag Texas route concept with a flat comeback as well. One of the best route combinations you can put together in the game, and it's very tough out of the spread because most people are not blitzing the spread offenses because of the nature of how spread out the defense is. So something you guys need to be adding. Again, this works very well for me in my Dynasty games if you guys want to go check out the channel. Last play, Y, shallow cross. Reason why we like this, again, you're going to kind of have this drag. You're going to have kind of a deep in route here. But I actually like to kind of repost him and then stem him down one. And then we're going to put our running back here just on a table. So we're going to have this drag underneath coming from right to left. We're going to have a flat read. And then you're going to have this double post look here. To see right away, they give us the flat. Again, nice 5 yards. Again, we'll take that. But again, just watching the defense here, you can have a nice little quick throw here in the gap. Looks kind of dangerous. It is there. And then, of course, you have this post, backside post. Of course, you got to hope you have better players. That's the problem with Sam Houston. But again, it is more about showing you what's open, where it's going to be open here. Boom, now we got this drag. Again, just a lot of things you can do out of spread offset that keeps it very nice and fresh, and they don't know what route combination you're doing. Are we attacking the high-low flats on the sideline? Are we doing the levels concept over the middle? We have backside posts that are getting open. We have stem down post. So again, just really easy. And again, here is the post here that got intercepted earlier. And we're just showing you, again, super, super good. It's consistent. It gets opening its zone. It beats man. Again, spread offset, one of the most underrated spread sets in the game. Make sure you guys are using this in Sam Houston's playbook or add it to your custom. Our very last formation we're going to touch on the Sam Houston playbook is going to be this 5 wide receivers here. Again, good 5 wide receiver set is always nice to have in your bag, especially into halves and hurry-up situations. 5 wide receiver, QB blast. Again, best run play probably in the game next to the duo. Again, doesn't matter if you have a mobile quarterback, but the mobility does help. So if he's fast, you can do this. And again, it's nice because it allows your blockers to pick people up right away, and you have immediate control over your running back here. Now you see we get a 5-man front, no problem. Everybody blocks it. And again, I don't know how fast Sam Houston's quarterback is, but we just got a 25-yard run against Illinois, who obviously preseason was ranked extremely high, and their defense is rated in the 80s. So 67 offense against 80-something defense kind of just shows you 4-man front, 5-man front, 3-man front, all very good plays the QB blast is going to beat. Next thing we're going to take a look at here, one of my favorite concepts is shock. So shock it's like a stick concept, but it's got the shock because of the RB B smoke screen here, and then you have these backside slants. So usually our read is always going to be the A route. The A route's always going to tell you what the defense is doing if you're unsure. If it's man, he's going to run an out route. If it's zone, he's going to sit in a hitch. So A is going to be a read. B on our smoke screen is going to be a read. If nobody's playing in the flats right away, we can quick throw it. And then Y and X is just reading the middle of the field. A lot of people like to use their the middle with their linebackers. And if they vacate, it is just a nice quick throw. 5Y is one of the most annoying things in the game to guard here. See again, Y, wide open. And once they start really kind of locking down the middle, if they've been doing that, you're going to have this backside post here. Now, of course, you'd like the guy to hold on to the ball here for the sake of the video, but again, that's more so I'm just trying to show you guys the consistency. This is going to get underneath zones. Again, run it again. This time they take away, kind of fall back on the backside slant. We have the underneath. Now, again, kind of what I talked about reading A here. Boom, A sits in the gap here for, again, nice couple yard gain. Now we look out here. Now you got the smoke screen, and now you have potentially that tight end on the option route and the slot fade over there to be potentially blockers. So again, very simple reads. They're quick reads. Most blitzes are not going to get there. People are going to try and run mid blitz against you. Mid blitz is not going to stop it. Again, just it's something that's going to be really be snap throwing and getting the ball out of your hands very quick. Double pivot, again, another really good play. You're going to have this, either side has the zig from Y or A. But again, if they don't take away the flats, then you just do that. If they do take away the flats, comeback route. Glitchy catch there. I'm not quite sure what happened, but and then of course you do have RB on this little intermediate kind of like rounded in route. So bunch of things. Now, if you want, maybe you put him on a stem down post, bring him across, give him an option to get kind of across the middle, make a big play. Otherwise, that rounded in route, we're just gonna watch him. Right? It's just watch how slow. Like he can get open. Get a bad throw, he can get open. Sometimes it's a little bit slower developing, and it's really shallow that's running right where the user may be. But again, they don't play the flats. Take one of your zig routes. Just super, super simple. Double pivot. Again, another great solid play you can do. But we've just shown you quickly 3 pass plays. We've shown you QB blast. Tight spot is good if you want to run that. Tight smash has an interesting concept here with all these different routes. B on this in route, A on this round of return, RB on this in. And then the only thing I may put an X here on out route here, just see how they play it. He gets to the sideline real quick. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put A here also on a streak. The reason being is because his initial route looks really nice, but if you notice, he's really too close to B. And I really want to clear that space out for this drag to come underneath. And if they do try to like kind of, take that away, we may be able to hit that A on the streak on like in the seams there if the user is kind of pursuing down and the middle is just kind of left vacant. So, and then again, if you want to put RB on a post, kind of create that look for him. Again, glitchy catch animation. Really wasn't a good play, but kind of throw it out here. But there it is. That's a nice little spot there. Of course, he drops that one, right? So, but you just see there's a bunch of different things you can do out of this 5 wide that is going to be extremely difficult to guard. So you have your double pivot. You have shallow cross that acts very similar. You have tight spot. You have tight flood. We went over tight smash. And then, of course, we have shock and QB blast, right? So, again, 5 wide, Sam Houston State. Add this into your playbook, boys.